Good morning, everyone, to that hot radio station, FAUNH, 8:20 a.m. from Mountain Boondock, Illinois. I want to let you know that we're going to discuss a couple topics today that have been dear and near to me and dear to the public view, the public eye. We want to talk about today is Donald Sterling comments, me and Nikko from Love and Hip Hop, and old Barack Obama. But I wanted to introduce you to a young man that I've learned to like and I've learned to grow with. He's a young gentleman from Waukegan, Illinois. His name is Laquan Rice. He is not a black activist. He wants you to know that. But what he is, though, is a hard-working young black man. I'd like to introduce you, Mr. Rice. Hi, good morning. How's everyone? Hey, shit, everybody's good. How you feeling? I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, it's a little early for me, but, I'm used to getting up early. All right, listen, man, I want to get right down to the gist of this shit, all right? I'm going to ask you a couple questions. You're going to answer. You're going to let me know how you feel. I'm going to let you know how we feel. And then you may take a couple calls today, all right, buddy? Yeah, that sounds good to me. So, right to it. Is racism, is it at its peak? I mean, is racism any different? Has it changed? Is it for the better? What I like to say is definitely not any better. I know society likes to believe that racism is nothing like it was, say, in the early 1900s. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about racism. As I learned over the years, is that the worst type of racism is hidden racism. And I want to say, like, my grandparents' parents and their parents, they knew where their place was at. Literally, they got on the bus, they knew where to go. They went in a restaurant, they knew where to go. They had it set, colors here, whites there. So nowadays, I can sit on a train, on a plane, on a bus, in a car, serve a drink to, unknowingly, how someone really feels about me. I prefer you to let me know exactly how you feel. But in today's society, you can't do that, We're almost to where its point is because of social media and because of radio, because of the internet, we're not allowed to speak our mind, which I mean, to most is a good thing. Who wants everyone walking around discussing how they feel about somebody, There'd be a lot of violence going on. Because before, you could say exactly how you felt about someone. Okay, all right, I'm listening. This shit sounds good, man. Do you feel that way? Do you feel? I mean, how does it feel being an African American man then? It feels no different when I wake up, man. I know my challenges on a day-to-day basis. I know what it feels like to be the most hated race, because definitely I want to say African Americans are. There is no one that's equal to us. Do some people just like Hispanics? Yes. Do people like, people who are not of the same or different genders? There's hatred towards gay marriages. There's hatred towards gays in general. But I will say no one tops African Americans. So tell me, why do you like, what is it? Why do people dislike, African Americans? Tell me how you really feel. You're funny, man. Yeah, man. I always wanted to be a stand-up comedian. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, go ahead about your business, man. There could be because of what they see on TV about blacks, could be what they hear on radios, radio stations. It could be what they read in the paper. It could be what I like to term is the word is fear, and I think fear is number one. So what do you mean? Like I don't know, like fear, like what? Like we scared? Like you scared? You beat us up? You gonna chop us up? Like I don't know, man. Like fear. So the fear is underlying. So it's like if me and you go out in the backyard and play basketball, right? I don't. The unknown is that I don't know how good you are. I don't know what you could be. So in my head, I'm always going to think that I'm better than the next individual. But it's possible that I could lose this game. And to be honest, I could be more equipped to be better. I mean, I could be stronger than you, faster than you, bigger than you. But the fact that I'm fearful of what the outcome may be, it would allow me to play a different way. I'm gonna say maybe a little dirty. I don't know. Maybe like I'm fighting, for my life. So I may do odd things to win the game. Because there is a fear of me possibly losing to someone that I was brought up to be better than, Like, listen, man, I work out hard, and do all this, so I should be able to beat you. And that's the fear that I'm talking about. I believe is that African Americans are just as talented and have the ability to work as hard as any other race out there. Hey man, listen. I agree, right? But what about when it comes to like sports? Listen, you guys are good at sports. Like you guys dominate basketball, man. Like you got basketball. Like man, shit. It's like you guys own basketball. You own it. Nah, we don't. We don't own it. We're the horse. We make the money for the NBA. We make money, for the commissioner. We make money for Vegas. We allow these owners who bought, a lot of these teams for nickels compared to what they're worth now, and we get paid a percentage. But it's like the NBA is very, very similar to what corporate America is. You take on these young individuals, and it could be any race, and they work for you, and they make you millions of dollars, and you pay them a small percentage. The difference in corporate America is not dominated by African Americans. I mean, it's a small amount. You're lucky to get two. You have to have one in most cases. So you hire one, and he has to be the good guy. Like he's the black good man, and whatever that may mean. He dresses well, speaks well, he looks well. So but listen, you work well. Listen, man, you're a good looking black guy, man. You speak well enough, man. You got a nice haircut. You don't look tatted up, at least not from what you're wearing. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if you listen to rap or you gang bang, but obviously don't look like it. So you fit that image, man. You fit that profile. I don't know, man. I guess it means I've worked in corporate America for a while. I have. There's nothing I like about corporate America, I'll be honest. For years I've strived to be my own business owner, and that's what I'll continue to do and continue to push for, because it allows me to work for myself, and it allows me not to be viewed or thought about in certain ways that I can't control, so that's good. All right, man. Yeah, hey, listen, man, you sound good. Everything sounds great, man. All this shit sounds good to me, man. But I don't know, man. You ain't saying what I want you to say, man. I don't know what you want me to say or what you're looking for me to say. All right, forget it then, man. Let's go to old Donald Sterling, man. Tell me how you really feel. Tell me how you really feel. So, when you heard those comments, what popped in your mind? Now listen, man, I was sitting on the couch, ESPN, and then some scroll by on SportsCenter. It was like, yeah, Donald Sterling, yeah. And I was able to hear some of the video. Yeah, hey, listen, I want our fans to know what Donald Sterling was talking about. So let's hear a bit of what he had to say. Let's go.
Can even be seen with someone in which is considered of a different skin color.
You can be with me all day long and all night long.
I can't believe that a man who's educated, a man who's a scholar, a man
Well, believe it and stop talking about it. Let's finish our discussion with a period, okay? You're not making any good points. You can't believe this man. That's all I am. I'm not a good person in your eyes. If I was a good person, you wouldn't say, I can't believe this. I can't believe that.
What am I
Which
supposed
are all
to say?
lies. I love Miss
Look at all this negativity coming from
There's no negativity. I love everybody. I'm just saying, in your lousy fucking Instagrams, you don't have to have yourself with walking with black people. You don't have to. If you want to, do it.
If it's white people, it's okay?
So, all right, let's get back to this interview. That's just some of the gist of it, you know what I'm saying? So, but how'd you feel? I mean, how I felt about it was I don't know. I didn't feel much. I will say that because it wasn't a shocker to me. It's something I think that a lot of people think. I think millions of people think the same way he does, except he got caught saying how he really feels. And I think we all have a bit of racism in us. I think we have prejudice. Like, listen, I don't like the color red very much. So I am prejudiced towards the color red. I mean, I don't like cars that are all souped up and decked out. I am prejudiced towards that. Then when it comes in terms of racism, because there is a huge discrepancy in terms of definitions of what prejudice means and what racism means or being racist means. I don't hate any particular race. I don't have any hatred towards anyone. There are things about people I don't like, absolutely. But when it comes to that, listen, he was blatantly, he doesn't like African Americans. And when you listen to his interview, he was talking about how, like, listen, you know, I give them food, I give them clothes, I buy their cars, I pay for their homes. And it's like a slave master, except in this century. It's like, you know, listen, you know, you work hard for me, you slave for me, and I can give you some bread, you know, I can give you a bar of soap to wash your ass with. But in reality, he is the same. He's thinking the same way, you know. Yes, he's an older guy, and it's odd to me because Donald Sterling came from nothing, you know. He don't get me wrong. He made his mark by working hard and getting to where he got to, but I believe he's a horrible human being, and it's crazy. I'm gonna tell you, you get three types of people, right? When they heard this, and with social media. You got the person I despise the most, the African American man, or some guy who is partial African American, whatever it may be, and he gets on social media and he's like, "Oh man, you know, well, you know, who cares about what he says? You know, we need to just not even mind. It doesn't matter us. You know, people get talked about every day. Who cares?" Then you got the second person, right? You got the individual who is not black at all. And is like, oh my God, you know, black people are always crying about what is done to them, what is said to them. People die every day. People get talked about every day. They always make a big deal out of nothing. And listen, and it's crazy to me. And my rebuttal to them is that, listen, how about you stop giving us shit to cry about? Then you got the third group, right? Or the third person. And this person is like, on social media, they saw it and was like, they were disgusted by it. They didn't say much. Internally, they looked at it, was like, listen, this is how people think all the time. My job is to go out and be the best person I possibly can be. And that's it. You know, so yeah, hey, man, you're right. You're right about that, man. You know, you're right, because the people are all, you know, you get a lot of people who say, you know, like, you know, blacks are always crying, this and that. You know, they always want to be owed something and this and that. Those same people that say it, same people that almost feel the way Donald Sterling feels. You know, they're saying it in so many ways, but nobody's really listening. And the black person who said the shit that they say about, you know, this is nothing, this means nothing, that means a lot. And just because you're not out, you know, putting up posters and billboards, you know, doesn't mean it doesn't matter. Yeah, hey, listen, man, listen. So if you were an NBA player, say you were Chris Paul, man, you were Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, you know, shit, even JJ Redick, you know, like what would you have played in that game? Initially, absolutely not. No, the first thought of mine, listen, I'm not playing, I'm boycotting, not gonna do it, can't do it, won't do it. But I have to understand that not only I play for the Clippers, you know, I'm playing for my teammates and with my teammates, and I play for my coach. And I think it has to be a group decision on a majority rule. If you know, the majority votes that we don't play, and I back that. But I would say it has to be emotionally draining for this team. And I'm sure they think about it all the time. So it has to be tough. Hey, man, yeah, you right, bro. You right. But shit, man. The thing with Donald Sterling is he's gotten away with a lot of things in terms of being a bigot, being a racist. Do you know any much about? Listen, I've heard about it. I saw it on the internet about his lawsuits. I heard the things that he said about blacks and Hispanics. Let's not understand that it wasn't just blacks. He talking about Hispanics also. But yeah. All right, man. Listen, man. I think you made a couple good points, man. My understanding is to you is though, man. Like, how do you feel about white people, man? Let me hear it. Let me hear what you got to say. How do I feel about white people? I don't feel any type of way. I feel no different about whites than Asians, Hispanics, Hispanics, Europeans, and Europeans to black. I don't trust many. I'll be honest with you. I understand if anybody knows me, I shake a lot of hands. And my goal in shaking your hand is to be able to get some type of feeling about the way you feel about me in the introduction. And when I will say, I don't trust anybody I can have a drink with. It's things you find out about people when they have a cocktail or two or three. They truly let you know who they are and how they are and what they think and how they think. So I don't have any feelings towards one individual or one race or anything. So man, hey, listen, man, you're a sharp dude, man. You walking around and shit. I'm trying to ask you, man, but it's good. Hey, that's good. It's good. It's real good. So let me say this. What are your thoughts on, like, isn't religion like a separation of or the unity of people, like separating? I don't know, man. I don't want to talk. Religion is very sensitive. It's dear to me because I grew up in the church. I'm gonna tell you that. I learned to grow out of it too, real fast. Religion divides us as a country. When you look at religion is the way of life. It is. You live the way of what your religion is. And if you look at, there's Catholics, there's non-denominational Christians, there's Jews, there's Muslims, and we all live a different way. We think a different way. And race has a big factor on religion too. I mean, a majority of Catholics are either Hispanics or whites. Majority of your non-denominational Christians or your Baptists are majority African Americans. The majority of your Jews, if it's a technical way I'm saying it, is that they're white or Caucasian or Hebrew. And I may be wrong, so don't quote me. Hey, who cares, man? We're not being technical here. I just want to hear what you got to say. All right, so I don't want to say religion is a joke, but at times it can be laughable. All right, man. So, all right, listen. We're all about that, right? Tell me how you really feel. So, what is your gut feeling on Barack Obama, man? How you think he's done? I'll be honest with you, man. Listen, I've never voted in my life. I'm gonna be honest, and then blacks like, oh my God, you didn't vote. No, I did not vote. I didn't. Nor am I ashamed of it. I've never been a fan of politics. It's almost the same way I am going to church. Politics, I don't know much about, and I don't care much about, because it seemed like there was so much going on that I can't keep up with. And a lot of it's not very good things. I would say with Barack, I believe he's a genuinely good dude. I don't know much else. I don't believe he's had a quality candidate to even unseat him. But I will say I think he was given opportunity just cause. What do you mean just cause? It's like the old cry me, African Americans are crying about having a president. Yes, was he qualified? I don't know. He's a smart guy. But I think he was almost set up for failure. I don't believe he was set up to succeed, nor is he given the ample opportunity to be successful. I think anybody who would have took over as president would be going through the same things he's going through. I know he's made a lot of promises, and I'm sure a lot of those promises haven't been made, but I know he's working extremely hard. Okay, man, let's get to some more of the meat, man. I want to get some meat in this, man. Let's some meat. But before we get to the meat, what we need to do is get to a commercial break. This is radio station FAUN 820 AM, Boondock, Illinois.
I'm kinda over getting told to throw my hands up in the air. So there. I'm kinda older than I was when I rebelled without a care. So there. We live in cities you'll never see on screen. Not very pretty.
All right, I want to welcome you guys back to radio station FAUN 820 AM from Boondock, Illinois. We're back here in the station with my man, Laquan Rice, discussing some very, 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 very good topics here. But now we want to get to your thoughts, brother. Your thoughts on Mimi and Nikko from Hip Hop Atlanta, and tell me how you really feel when you heard that. I don't know, man. I'm somewhat shocked. I'll be honest, because from season 1, I was in season 3. Season 1, Mimi portrayed herself as this, strong, independent black woman taking care of her daughter, dealing with my man Stevie J the best she possibly could. And then season 2 was like, she was what's the word they use now? A thought. Hey, thought, a think, a that. Yeah, I know that new word. Yeah, that new word. It's kind of cool though, man. Thought, think, that. Hey, who might know what that word means? It was a three thought, that. Yeah, I think it's thought. I don't know. But she showed, a side that we really didn't see in season 1. And season 3, when I heard about it, I was disgusted, man. I don't know. And I'm gonna tell you this. I didn't say anything on social media. Let's be honest. When topics come up, I don't say much on social media, just cause there's just not. I don't know, man. I'm really not into it. I mean, every blue moon I would say something, be something small, but I like to keep my thoughts inside my house and share with the people I'm close with. But now, man, she has a 4-year-old, a 5-year-old, and what she's gonna put her daughter through to make a buck. But she's a selfish woman, man. I'm saying there's a lot of that. she's no different. I mean, it's crazy, man. Is how selfish women can be. And yes, men can be selfish. So I'm gonna let anybody understand. Listen, when I say something and I mean it, I'm talking about the majority, not everybody. The majority rules. Understand majority rules. My mama, you hear my man? He said majority rules. Listen, I love it, man. I love how you put that shit. That was some good shit right there. Y'all like that? Yeah. All right, back to it, bro. So, I don't know, man. So, you think she made it for a buck? Absolutely. She wanted to make a buck. Listen, man. She's at an age. She got this young dude who's thirsty for money, and she would do anything a man would tell her to do. Look what Stevie J got away with for I don't know how many years it was. Was it 10, 13? Something odd like that. And she lets this guy come on and manipulate her. But just absolutely, he's showing us exactly who she is and what she's made of. Because she's not a strong individual. I think she's weak. For her to be a role model for her daughter, she isn't. Her daughter's gonna go through hell through school. I mean, they may want to think about homeschool as it is today. I know there's rumors about Stevie J, going to get full custody of his daughter. I mean, maybe that's the best option. Maybe she's all about her right now. Maybe she's into doing what's best for Mimi. And listen, ain't nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, understand your responsibilities at hand. If you don't want to deal with those responsibilities, pass them off to somebody who's willing to do it for you. Hey, man, listen. It has been great having you on. I mean, I'm excited. What you got going on? Hey, yeah, tell me what you got going on. what I got going on is I have a great opportunity to do something in my hometown. Do something I think would be somewhat special. Me and a partner of mine are putting an outdoor terrace, an outdoor restaurant, full service restaurant on our harbor. I think it's the first outdoor venue our city would have. Man, I think it's gonna be good. This summer, depending on, again, it's all about the weather. We're gonna try to book a lot of parties there, man. You know, anything from a wedding to a reception, you know, to quinceañeras, to corporate events, to sponsored events, to charity events. You know, and I'm hoping that the city, you know, I'm hoping there's a big turnout. I hope the city is very involved in what we're trying to do, man. Because not only this outdoor venue we're working on, but there are some other things in play that we have to build up our downtown area, to give us a place to kind of hang out and go out and eat and enjoy ourselves, you know, because we don't have that. We got to go west to Gurnee, or we got to go south to Chicago. Sometimes, man, I just want to stay at home, man, and go out and have a nice cocktail, you know, and enjoy some good food, you know. Hey, man, I'm listening, even though I'm in the boondock, Illinois, at FAUNH 820 AM. And if anybody know what FAUNH means, you can Google it, you can look it up, but I'm gonna tell you, you don't want to know what it means. Hey, but listen, Mr. Rice, it's been great having you on, brother. I love you. I wish you the best. I love you too, man. Hey, hopefully I will hear from you soon once your restaurant opens up and all those good things you got working in play, man. So good luck, man. Congrats. Love you, kid. Take care, buddy. Let's go.
In your brain to take the place of hate or things all the same. Tell me your secrets, the things that make you tick. I like